Over the years, there have been numerous updates to FQ and have helped vastly improve the sport, its thrill and its fans. So this year, what does F1 hold for us? In today's episode, we will be looking into the upcoming F1 features which have been recently revealed to the public. So let's go! Hey folks, welcome back to another episode. And let's get straight into the topic. When looking at the modern F1 machines, what comes into your mind? Those big spoilers and winglets, right? The rising sophistication in the designs of Formula One vehicles, aerodynamic add-ons, has recently had a bad effect on race quality. All of those complex winglets might give serious addition in looks, but technically those winglets sticking out from the bodywork generate a flow of filthy air flowing off the vehicle, forcing cars behind to lose downforce and making it more challenging to make a pass. And now F1 is now implementing new aerodynamic regulations for the 2022 season to eliminate this foul air. And the series has shown a life-size model of what the next generation of F1 cars will look like. And guess what? It's really cool. The new distinctive rear wing not only looks cool, but it's also designed to gather wake from the back wheels and divert it into the flow coming from the car's underbelly. The combining of the two airflows results in a significantly narrower convergence, which is thrown into the air via a redesigned diffuser design. In principle, this means that the automobile behind will travel under the disturbed air generated by the car in front. Keeping the race machines on the ground requires tremendous aerodynamic engineering and study. This may result in both insanely successful aero pieces and completely sci-fi technological dead ends. Well, maybe that's what we may have in our hands here with the new revamped design. F1 moved away from the ground effect over 40 years ago, with the emphasis shifting to over-car airflow. However, because of the evident disruption of this theory, current vehicles are unable to follow each other closely. Hence, Formula One is returning to a ground effect-like methodology. Technically, according to F1, these modern machines lose 35% of their downforce when there are 3 car lengths behind another car, with the loss increasing to 47% when they are 1 car length behind. The new guidelines aim to reduce downforce losses to between 4% and 18%. The front wing has been redesigned and the wing flaps have been extended all the way to the nose. This eliminates the present automobile's inner wingtips, which generated a swirl that produced much of the messy aerodynamic aftermath. Meanwhile, when looking to the pit stop, Mercedes, AlphaTauri, and Williams have all published photographs on social media to provide a hint of the new opponents, kicking off the build-up to a season full of rule and car changes. Out of this, Mercedes was the first to do so, showing a silhouette of a display car. The image, which came after a video of the world champions powering up the engine on their new W13, conceals the car's sophistication while also highlighting the various modifications from last year, including the new rear and front wing designs and wheel covers. The 2021 Formula One season, which concluded in Abu Dhabi, saw the use of wheel covers, which was new to many teams, and coming to tires, Pirelli and the teams took advantage of the chance to test next year's new 18-inch wheels and tires, allowing us to see the contrasts between old and new, which marks an epochal turning point in F1. Pirelli's new 18-inch tires, which were extensively tested on mule cars by F1 teams in 2021, will have the same tread width as today but larger diameter. However, as a solitary upgrade, the shift from 13-inch to 18-inch tires is predicted to have little effect on total lap time. The most noticeable alteration apart from this will be a drop in sidewall thickness, more closely approaching a road vehicle. Because of the tires' altered behavior, the automobiles will handle differently, becoming more precise as a result of the significantly stronger sidewall. The testing allowed both the teams and Pirelli to collect critical data on tire behavior for the next season, which will of course have a significant influence on suspension settings. So far, testing has yielded only good driver input, with less tire flex and less influence on car aerodynamics. This enhanced stability necessitates less emphasis from the teams in order to handle the turbulence, resulting in fewer expenses. Let's take a deeper look at the wheel covers. For the first time since 2009, wheel coverings are back. This is done to lessen the aerodynamic weight created by automobiles, which benefits those following. However, it also diminishes the car's own downforce. The physical seal of a wheel cover stops the teams from rerouting air through the wheels. The changes to the covers from the first design were meant to improve the mechanics' grip at the pit stop. Not all teams ran the covers, but very few of them did. The new design used at Yas Marina has a circular curve on the outside rather than a flat shape on the inside. Because of the curved design, they could make 2 bumps on the outside edge and 1 on the inner edge at the hub to provide mechanics a better hold with their hands. Let's take a look at another section of the new updates. Why don't we look at the new theme of the F1 cars? Mercedes updated their original picture with a preview showcasing the back of what seems to be a silver car bearing George Russell's race number ahead of the British driver's first season with the team alongside Lewis Hamilton. Meanwhile, AlphaTauri released a promotional film showing an animated concept automobile that Pierre Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda would be driving in 2022, demonstrating how distinctive the cars will be. The most interesting view came from Williams, who revealed the 2021 livery on the 2022 vehicle. That's strange. The sleek new look of the 2022 vehicles was once again on display, while specifics of car releases before February's pre-season testing have yet to be announced. Anyways, the hints have undoubtedly fanned the appetite of fans for this season. Apart from all this, you guys may be having many questions on the head right now, right? And the first among these is, why these updations are primarily brought into this season? So, while vehicles are adjusted during the season, every now and then F1 announces a major rule change to modify the cars and very frequently the competitive order. Following the major modifications in 2009 and 2014, F1 will undergo a 2022 makeover, with the sport moving away from a period dominated by Mercedes, aside from Max Verstappen's title triumph, while also delivering less overtaking possibilities than planned due to the weight, speed, and downforce of the vehicles. First and foremost, the new rules are intended to improve the spectacle, and F1 is aiming for unpredictability and plenty of excitement. Got it? Overall, the 2022 facelift is likely the most drastic in the sport's long history. The most noticeable changes are the retro 18-inch wheels and a complete rethinking of aerodynamics. The former highly technical front wing has been replaced by a more basic yet contemporary front wing. The rear wing is particularly noticeable for its streamlined appearance, and there are now underfloor tunnels. These are only a few of the adjustments that have been worked on for many years to eliminate disruptive airflow, making it simpler for automobiles to follow each other and thereby making it easier to overtake. So we have gone through the updations and the needs for it, but will these changes work in favor of any single team? Let's see. Well, modifications to the rules are always intriguing for F1 teams because they basically reset the pecking order and provide them with a fresh slate to create a competitive car. Having said that, Mercedes and Red Bull will continue to be the teams to beat because of their talent and resources. But keep an eye out for teams like Ferrari. The sport's most successful team has been working on the 2022 car for longer than others. Apart from that, due to the lack of downforce, the cars will most certainly be a few seconds slower than last year's, but the drivers should all enjoy the revived on-track clashes and overtaking possibilities. Let's wait for it. Other than these, there isn't much news out there. For further updates, we will have to see them in the skin, and for that, we will have to wait. No vehicle launch dates have been announced yet. Although typically reveals take place in the week preceding the first season test, which this year took place in Barcelona in February. The second pre-season test will be held in Bahrain in March before the season-opening Bahrain Grand Prix on March 20th. So what do you guys think of these new amendments? Liked it? According to you folks, what all should be further improved or what all should be removed from these new amendments? Drop your remarks in the comment section below. So as we get to the end of the video, did you enjoy today's episode? Well, if you did, do mention the part which you loved the most. That's all we've got for today. Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like this one. While you are at it, enable the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future uploads. That's all for now. We hope you had a good time watching the video. We'll see each other in the next one.